Constipation is a common problem that's typically defined as having fewer than 3 bowel movements per week. Some foods can help relieve constipation while others can make it worse. So in this video I'm looking at 5 foods that are known to cause constipation. Number 1, processed grains. Processed grains and their products are like white bread, white rice and white pasta are typically less nutritious than their whole grain counterparts and can be more constipating. That's because the bran and germ parts of the grains are removed during processing. Now in particular, the bran contains fiber, a nutrient that adds bulk to stool and helps it move along. Many studies have linked a higher fiber intake to a lower risk of constipation. In fact, a recent study reported a 1.8% lower likelihood of constipation for every additional gram of fiber consumed per day. Therefore, people experiencing constipation may improve by gradually swapping out their refined processed grains for more whole grains. Unfortunately, to complicate the issue, although extra fiber is beneficial for the majority of people, there are definitely people who experience the opposite effect. For them, extra fiber may worsen constipation rather than relieve it. If this is you, I guess you should try to gradually reduce, not dramatically, but gradually reduce your fiber intake to see if that helps. Number 2, red meat. Red meat may worsen constipation for 3 main reasons. The first is that it doesn't contain any fiber, of course, which adds bulk to stools and typically helps it move along. Second, red meat may indirectly lower an individual's fiber consumption because they might be eating the meat instead of a high fiber alternative. This is especially true if you fill up on meat, if you have a large piece of meat on your plate, and you're less likely to eat vegetables, legumes, or other whole grains on your plate. Lastly, unlike other types of meat such as poultry and fish, red meat generally contains higher amounts of fat, and high-fat foods take longer for the body to digest. In some cases, this may increase the likelihood of constipation even further. Those with constipation may greatly benefit from replacing some of the red meat in their diet with high protein and high fiber alternatives like beans, legumes, and peas. Number 3, fried or fast foods. Eating large amounts of fried or fast foods is also probably going to increase your risk of constipation. Now that's because the foods tend to be high in fat and low in fiber, a combination that can slow digestion in the same way that red meat does. Fast food snacks like chips, cookies, chocolate, and ice cream may also replace more fiber-rich snack options such as fruits and vegetables in a person's diet. Now, interestingly, many people believe chocolate is one of the main causes of their constipation. Now, that's never been tested in a good study though, so I can't say if it's true. Number 4, milk and dairy products. Dairy appears to be another common cause of constipation, at least for some people. Infants, toddlers, and children appear particularly at risk, possibly due to a sensitivity to the protein found in cow's milk. A review of studies conducted over a 26-year period found that some children with chronic constipation experienced improvements when they stopped consuming cow's milk. In a recent study, children aged 1 to 12 with chronic constipation drank cow's milk for a period of time. The cow's milk was then replaced by soy milk for a subsequent period of time. Now, 9 of the 13 children in the study experienced constipation relief when cow's milk was replaced by soy milk. There are many anecdotal reports of similar experiences in adults, but the vast majority of research at the moment is on children, not the older population. It's worth noting that those who are lactose intolerant, so intolerant to the sugar in milk rather than the protein, are more likely to experience diarrhea than constipation after they have dairy. Number 5, unripe bananas. While ripe bananas can help with constipation typically, unripe bananas have the opposite effect. That's because unripe bananas contain more resistant starch, a compound that is harder for the body to digest. Now, during the ripening process, resistant starch is converted into natural sugars, which are much easier to digest. Now, unripe bananas also contain higher amounts of tannins, a compound thought to reduce the speed at which food passes through the gut. Most people eat bananas quite well before they actually reach their prime ripeness. So if you do want to relieve constipation and you eat bananas, it's a good idea to wait until they're really ripe first. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you found it informative. And don't forget to subscribe to Healthline's Authority Nutrition YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button below this video.